Hey everyone, welcome to Ninja Monkey. It's Sunday or Monday, wherever you're watching, or maybe you're watching in the future. If that's the case, feel free to leave a comment because obviously the live stream has passed. But yeah, welcome to Ninja Monkey. We're here a little bit later than normal because I wanted to try a different time slot. So don't forget to say hi, where you're from, and as always, just a quick reminder. We're here to help each other, hopefully create the best possible Japan trip. We have a great wealth of information in our Ninja Monkey community, and a big thank you to my patrons, members, and those of you who support me with encouraging words. I will be giving priority to super chats, patrons, and that sort of thing. So let's get going, everyone. Let's see who's here. Evening, Nathan, and everyone. Good evening, Nathan. Good evening, myself, and everyone. Wilma Gray, hello. Hey, how are you doing? Good evening to there. Where is what? Where it is still November. Okay, and good morning to here, where it's December. Very true. That's definitely showing that you're in the future. Give me the lottery tickets, please. I need the lottery ticket numbers. Have a good stream, people. Too late for me. Sorry, Go Coach. Just trying a little bit of. It's only been half an hour later than normal, but thought I'd try half an hour later than normal. See how that goes. Like really. So yeah. We are live, right? I think we're live. Hello, Rank. How you doing? Kazumi. Hey, guess who is in Sugamo? Hey, how are you doing? DPGXYZ1. I'm just going to call you 123 or 67. No 67 there. 123 is fine. Good evening and saludos to all. José, ¿cómo estás? Espero que todo vaya muy bien. Muchas gracias por venir. Thank you very much for being here. Konbanwa. Evening from Birmingham. How are you doing, Stevie? And Rank is from the USA. Yeah, where are you watching from, by the way? Good evening from Tokyo Haneda, about to board to Hong Kong? Really? Wow. Thank you. Philippe, I hope you've had a great little trip there. I felt like haven't you just like arrived? Tommy, how are you doing? Howdy from Tokyo. Bojo, how are you doing in Tokyo? Very, very exciting when I hear you guys are in Tokyo. Fantastic stuff. Hey, Japan Ichiban. Wait a minute, it's going too fast. Japan Ichiban. Thank you very much. Good evening, everyone. Lord McGray, thank you so much for the 5 super monkey. I can't talk. It's too late for me. No, it isn't. But let's see. Thank you so much for the 5 Ninja Monkey gift memberships. Much appreciated. And Frog Lady, arigatou gozaimasu. Thank you so much. I actually have my little like control panel here where I can do things like don't forget to like. I feel so professional all of a sudden. Hey from Tokushima. How's Tokushima, by the way? 8 a.m. December the 1st, summer? What? And we have Howdy Nathan and Monkey Crew. Feel like this year went by so fast. I know, right? Like December. I mean, December tomorrow. That's kind of crazy. December tomorrow. Keep an eye out on Happy Gaijin because I think I'm not gonna do like Vlogmas or anything like that, but I might be a little bit more randomly active, like a semi Vlogmas or a semi like random live streams or whatever for December. And let's see. Hey Blue, how you doing? Blue Owl. Nice for you to join us. I'm just looking here. 43 degrees. What's 43 degrees in Celsius? I need to have like a little chart conversion, little chart, I think. Hi from Leamington Spa, UK. 3 and a bit weeks before I'm back in Tokyo. Nice one, Sprog. That's pretty much similar to me, I think. Similar to me. In fact, let's update the banana count. We had 4. We now, ta-da, 3 more bananas to go before I am in Japan. Now, I have a little bit of an update. Today I'm going to eat 2 bananas, not 1. Because this is a little bit sad. Everybody, imagine like sad violin sounds. But basically, I had a problem with my freezer. I had to defrost my freezer, and now I no longer have any more Tokyo bananas. So I have to eat the last. I have these 2, and I have like another 2 left, or 3 left, or something like that. And I have to eat them all by tomorrow. I mean, it's not the end of the world. I will eat them. But unfortunately, it means that for the next few streams, there won't be any Tokyo bananas. But I get to enjoy them now, so thank you so much. Mm. Crazy. Rank, you're going to Japan for the very first time in February. Awesome. I've just put out a video about like new attractions for 2026. Check it out. Lots of really cool stuff happening in Japan for 2026. And Frog Lady, how are you doing, by the way? Banana and Yuzu fans, thanks so much. Norma Gray is writing from Berlin, Germany. Nice. You know, I wanted to go to Berlin for a while. I haven't been. Oh, it's Jamie. Hey, Jamie. Jamie, why are you DPGXYZ123? The chat are showing usernames. Very strange. Time is flying past when it's good, but the rest is going slow. That is true. I mean, it feels like I have the next 2 weeks especially are going to be very, very busy, but I also feel that that time is going way too slow. Oh, 6 degrees, that's kind of slow. Kind of cold, sorry. Coexist, how are you doing, amigo? It was, like I mentioned it last time, it was really nice meeting you in Tokyo. Awesome meeting you. Muchas gracias. Oh, Frog Lady, why are you crying? Oh yeah, because of the bananas. Yes, yes, yes. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I will be getting some more Tokyo bananas, obviously. I will be getting some more when I return to Japan in free bananas. Free banana time. Free bananas times? Free bananas. In free bananas? In free Tokyo bananas. Wow. A banana in hand is worth 2 in the bush. Hmm. Great 2026 video. Thanks for the content. Thank you so much. I was putting that video together across, I think, 3 weeks. I ended up scrapping a lot of other little attractions because the video was just going to be a little bit too boring. I think that the ones that I kept in there are, you know, easy to get to and probably interesting. The only one that was a little bit like, I wasn't sure if I was going to put in there was that Lapras play park. But I thought, you know, Pokemon, everyone loves Pokemon, right? Go to Japan is prettier than Berlin. Okay, but you're in Berlin, huh? Or we just need to meet up in Japan. Yeah? Meet up in Japan again. A comic art expo and ran into the friend who I stayed with on my first Japan trip back in 1998. Like, Bojo, by complete coincidence or planned? Because that's pretty darn cool, I'm not gonna lie. That is very cool, actually. Wow. By the way, if you have a chance also on my latest video, go and hype it on your phones. I think the hype feature is only available on your phone. And I wonder if you can find the penguin. There is a Suica penguin hidden somewhere in my room behind me somewhere, and we'll play a little game. I'll hide the Suica penguin on every live stream. Good evening, the Mortovi, Mr. Tovey, the Mr. Tovey or Mortovi. Which one is it? Banana, 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 banana. Why is the chat all those other usernames? Kazumi in Oz. That's strange. It's never been like that. You've just been Kazumi. Always. Strange. Weird. Very weird. Next to the hat. Yay! We have our little we have the penguin there. I thought it would be a little fun little video to a fun little game to play, you know, like find the penguin on every stream. Not really unexpected since we are in the same fandoms, but still cool. Okay. Yeah, we also have. Oh yeah, there is another penguin there also. That is a great spot. That there is. Let me just there is another penguin there in the Suica. When I put them in my wallet as an emergency, I always like to have a little bit of an emergency penguin, you know? Emergency penguin, emergency Suica. It is like 10 p.m. here, so sitting on your shoulder behind the straw hat, it was, or it is, it still is. Moved it a little bit in front. Can I recommend a good food tour company? I mean, the only sort of recommended tour company or tour person that I recommend in Osaka is if you're in Osaka, then get in contact with Lito. He's a friend of mine. He's got a channel, Little Bit of Japan, and he's a tour guide there. He does some food tours in Osaka. So if you're gonna have a like some kind of your itinerary is based somewhere in Osaka at some point in your trip, find him on YouTube, send him an email, send him a message, and hopefully you can go. I know loads of people from Ninja Monkey have gone through to Little, and they've always had a great time. He's a great guy. He knows his stuff. He speaks Japanese, he speaks English, and he knows his food, and he knows his Osaka. So I hope that can sort of be useful and helpful, you know. At the end of the day, I like to support my friends too. My friends who you know, have tour agencies or whatever. Managed to get a penguin streak. Oh, you got like the penguin. There we go. It should be there. ninjasado.com/friends. The link should be there. You should be able to contact him. Tokushima is okay as a smaller prefectural capital. Rode the ropeway to Mount Bizan. Did a small night cruise on the Shimachi River and visited the Castle Museum and the Palace Garden. Sounds fabulous, fantastic, to be honest. So sounds pretty darn good, I'm not gonna lie. Hey, coexist. Thank you so much. Arigatou gozaimasu. Thanks for the $5. Appreciate ya. I appreciate you too. I don't know why I'm doing that all of a sudden. This is like macho, you know. Appreciate you and the stream. In your eyes, what's the most important travel change for 2026? Most important travel change for 2026 is the disappearance of the Hello Kitty Shinkansen. Because all the other changes that there are, you know, like fees or whatever, or taxes or changes in whatever, we can live with. But the fact that the Hello Kitty Shinkansen is being discontinued at some point in spring, that is a big travel change in my opinion. Maybe I'm being a little bit melodramatic, but yeah. Looking Aichi as one of my 2026 trips. Lots of mountain fly fishing spots. Nathan, have you spent much time in Aichi? Any tips? I have gone to all the prefectures. I spent at least one night in each, but that is one of the areas that I don't think I've spent too much time. I'm gonna have to look at my map, because after a certain amount of time I forget specifics, and I sort of like need reminders, you know. Let's see if I search. How do I search on here? Don't know how to search. Oh, here. I've forgotten how to search on my iPad. Surely there's a way to search for photos. Why can't I search? This iPad is old. It's like nearly doesn't work. Like literally, it just does like two things. Let's see, I could do it here on my phone better. Right. What? Okay. Nagoya is the only sort of thing I've done in that area, I believe. Yeah. Nagoya is really the only thing that I've done in the area. Maybe I need to explore a little bit more. Look, I have a picture here of a squat toilet from Aichi, if that helps you. Great answer. It's true, because I think when it comes to like fees or whatever, you know, we just sort of like have to adjust. But when something disappears completely. For food tours, I used Magical Trip in Tokyo recently. How was it? Anyone been to Sendai or Aomori? I've been to both. I think that they're both great cities. Sendai can be a great city to base yourself out of. It's got relatively good travel links. You can do Yamadera, for example. Yamadera temple from Sendai quite easily as a day trip. Matsushima Bay is very beautiful. The shotengai also in Sendai are very long and very interesting, covered streets in Sendai. And from Sendai you can literally do quite a few day trips and visit other locations. I've been to Aomori. I think Aomori is definitely worth visiting in the summer, in August, during the Nebuta festival, the Kanto. Is it the Kanto or the Nebuta festival? Basically the summer Matsuri there is spectacular. If you get the chance to go to Aomori during the summer Matsuri, it's like wow. Talking about it's starting to make me think maybe I should do the summer festivals all over again next year, because it was so much fun. Agreed. I have traveled on the Hello Kitty Shinkansen twice. Love seeing all the smart businessmen looking awkward on it. Very true. Morioka is very pretty also. I love Morioka. It's a nice walkable city with was very quaint. I found it. I used some of the virtual tours back during lockdown when that was the only option. Okay, I see. Hey Laurie, how are you doing? Hello Nathan. Hello everyone. Hello Laurie, how are you doing? Nagoya really has good. Yes. DPG XYZ 123 123. Nagoya does have some great food. I agree, and I think the best chicken wings I've ever had anywhere on this planet, anywhere, has actually been in Nagoya. So if you have a chance of going and visiting Nagoya for food, you know, probably you're gonna go to the Ghibli Park or whatever, it's worth spending one night. Bulma Gray went to the recommendation of Tawada. You see, Tawada people listen to you. Way too small. Just too small for you. Damn it. Both trips were good, especially the Wagyu sake pairing. I mean, anything that has Wagyu or sake in a sentence is going to be amazing. Yay. Once again, if you do have any questions regarding regarding Japan travel, trips, my last video, new things going on or whatever, let me know. If I can't answer, somebody else will. Let's see. I'm wondering how Jim is doing. Jim Ross is currently in Japan. He arrived yesterday. I had a chat with him because he was having some issues with his phone, so I was able to help him out through Instagram and he got his phone up and running, so I'm glad. And he's in Japan right now. Very exciting. Would I recommend the Osaka Amazing Pass? I've not used the Osaka Amazing Pass, I don't think. I think that like everything else, like all passes, it all depends on how much you're going to use it, and you just need to do your own maths, figure out where you're going to visit, where you're going to go, before you actually, decide on whether it's worth it. There's always a use case scenario for every single pass. The question is whether or not it's worth it for you, and that just depends on what you want to do, really. Like I did the Hakone free pass, and I only got it really for the video, to be honest. When I went to Hakone, I think probably I just broke even. I don't think I gained anything from it the way that I was using the pass. Had I stayed a night and done a few other attractions, I think it would have been worth it. Saving my pennies and yen for October 2026. What's a good time to book for a Tokyo stay? I mean, I wish I booked today, but I will have to book some months from now. Yeah, I think around 4, 5, 6 months, I would say, before your dates. And it's a little bit of a tricky one. Like even with flights, it's a little bit tricky sometimes because flights come out, I think, a year in advance generally, but the thing is that you cannot book until your return date is available, if that makes any sense. And the same thing might actually be the problem with hotels. Some people make that mistake where they think, oh, it's 6 months now, so I can book my hotel. But the problem is that perhaps you want to stay like 3 or 4 days or 5 days in the hotel. You need to look after the last day of your trip, of your staying in hotel. If that makes any sense. But most of my hotels I book 4 to 5 months before. I start looking 6 months. Maybe I do some preliminary, like sort of like basic bookings just in case, just so that I know that I have a bed to sleep on, last case scenario. But at the end of the day, I think that I lock everything in the last 3 or 4 months before my trip. For Osaka, I think the historical museum is nice. Incredible views of the castle. Thank you. Jim Ross is fine. He is in paradise. How is the search for a new gimbal? Looking forward to live streams and videos from you soon. Actually, somebody has very nicely offered to purchase me a gimbal. And I was reluctant because, to be honest, the current gimbal that I have sort of works more or less. It's missing a leg. It's a little bit annoying when I'm out because I can't rest it anywhere. But somebody's actually offered to one of you guys who watches me has offered to buy me a gimbal for Christmas, which is lovely. And so I've taken them up on the offer, and I will purchase it, and then they will send me the money. But I think I'm gonna get the DJI Mobile 8 just because it has I don't have the microphones. It has integration with my DJI mics without having to use any cables. So basically, by using that gimbal and the mics, it should automatically connect, and it will make things so much easier. I used the Osaka Amazing Pass before. Coexist says, if you can squeeze in a few attractions and local train rides, it's worth it. It was like a fast pass for Osaka Castle. Got into a shorter, quicker line for the pass. Actually, Coexist, one of the things that I did for Osaka Castle, which is kind of funny, is there was a huge queue for Osaka Castle, and I just went on Klook using my own affiliate link, and I purchased my Osaka Castle tickets on Klook. I got the QR code like 2 minutes later, and I skipped the queue completely. And I felt like going to everyone, hey guys, use my affiliate link with Klook. You can get through now. Literally, it took me 2 minutes. I think there were people still queuing up even after I finished the whole Osaka Castle. Had to book 5 hotels for my next trip. Found the process of choosing was really fun. Yeah, I find booking hotels a little bit therapeutic, strangely. I think that when you book hotels, it sort of gives you a very good like outline of what your trip is going to be like and what your itinerary is going to be like. It gives you a really good clear vision of what's going to happen in your trip. So I went to Hanabuse Inari Shrine yesterday. Whoa, which was tricky since someone parked their bike in that alley. Wow, that's reassuring. No problem. Did you have to move the bike? That's a good question. You squeeze by. Okay. Affiliate link, monkey. Slick with the kicks. How you doing? Yeah, I've done that a few times where basically there's been a queue and I've gone to Klook and I've decided I've been like, I wonder if I can buy the ticket on Klook. And there's been a few times that I've been able to do it in the moment. I did the same thing in Hiroshima at the Peace Museum. 20 minutes long queue. Just booked on Klook at the door and skipped the queue. You see? Yes. Oh, Kawaguchiko, 100%. You don't want to go to the 5th station for a view of Mount Fuji, because you're not going to get a view of Mount Fuji from the 5th station. You're going to be on Mount Fuji, if that makes any sense. If you want to go to the 5th station of Mount Fuji, you're going to sort of get like the ambience of people like getting ready to climb, but you won't actually see the iconic Mount Fuji for the photos or video or whatever. Plus, nowadays you need to even have a ticket and pay to go into that area. So I would say Kawaguchiko, and I would say if you can spend one night in Kawaguchiko, it will be worth it, believe you me. Not only is the area very, very picturesque, but spending the night there means that you get the evenings to yourselves and the early mornings before the tourists arrive to yourself. The way that I done it in the past is using free cancellations to my advantage, in the sense that I think that that Kawaguchiko, it's very important you get clear, good weather. Winter's usually pretty good. Spring can be okay also. Summer's a little bit trickier, but so what I did was I had 2, maybe even 3, I think 2 actually. I only had 2 hotels booked with free cancellation on 2 different dates of the week. The beginning of the week and the end of the week. and then I just looked at the weather forecast a few days before and decided which one I was going to go for, because it makes a big difference to have nice weather when you're in that area. Yeah, Osaka Castle is not at all my favorite castle, but I think that the view from the castle is quite good when you get to the top, and I actually think that the castle grounds are quite spectacular. Getting some photos of the castle from outside of the castle is pretty good too. Ooh, finalizing the Osaka leg of the trip. Nice. I've got a few Osaka videos, by the way. In my opinion, best view of Fujisan is from the Swan boat on Lake Yamanakako. Okay, let's research it together. But thank you so much, Kazumi. There's nothing better than a view of Mount Fuji, right? Haven't had Toka Banana to have. Oh, so good, so good. What is your favorite castle? Mine is Matsumoto. Mine is Matsumoto too. Actually, mine might be Kochi Castle. I need to go back really to sort of like, it's a little bit unfair. I've only been to Kochi Castle once, and I've been to Matsumoto like 4 times, 3 or 4 times at least. But yeah, Kochi Castle in Shikoku, small little castle over a hill, little castle, very picturesque, very raw, very authentic also. It's one of my favorites. Matsumoto is up there for sure. I think Matsumoto is spectacular. Inside is mwah. Love it. Matsumoto for Blue Owl, also nice. Yeah, what are your favorite castles, by the way, all of you guys? Drop by to say hi before I head to Pokemon Go Community Day. Hey, enjoy your Pokemon Go Community Day. That's a little bit of a mouthful, and thank you for coming to say hello. Hikone Castle in Shiga Prefecture. I've been to Hikone also. It's quite nice. Did I manage to rebook my cancelled flight for next year? I did. I will probably record a whole video about it on Happy Gaijin, similar to the I got scammed video. If you haven't seen that one, I got scammed in Japan. I put it out on Happy Gaijin. I wasn't very sure how it would work on Ninja Monkey, and yeah, that I want to do more like sit down story sort of style videos. People seem to like that one. The although I was like reluctant to just, you know, stand in front of a camera and talk about how I got scammed. I didn't think people would find it very interesting. I thought it would have been boring. But yeah, I had a lot of back and forth with Expedia and with Anna, and even with Sansa. It was kind of crazy, but I've learned so much from that experience. And overall, I'm not gonna lie. Overall, I don't think either of them were bad. I don't think Expedia were bad. I don't think Lufthansa was bad. I don't think Anna were pretty good, but still they weren't fantastic. But I don't think they were bad. I think the problem was a lot of lack of communication between them, and also occasionally having to speak to different different people who didn't have the full story, and I felt like a few times in the process I sort of started from scratch when they had told me do this, and then you speak to somebody else and they don't know that somebody else has told you to do something. But I kept to my guns. I knew what my rights were, and European Union rights are very, very strong for cancelled flights. I knew what I was entitled to, and I pushed and I pushed and I pushed, back and forth, phone calls, emails, etc. And I finally got everything approved, and I have everything sorted. So I will now be flying, instead of flying with Lufthansa and ANA, and I'm flying Swiss Air all the way through, and getting into Tokyo at roughly the same time I would have, got into Tokyo with my original flight. My original flight was going to get in at 8 a.m, something like that, and my new flight will get in at 9 a.m. So they rebooked me. They wanted to rebook me on a flight that would get me in like at 6 p.m. or 5:30 p.m. that day. And for me, I paid the extra money to get in early so I could actually enjoy the day and be there for the full day. Getting in a little bit later just wasn't really an option for me, unless I actually had to. But yeah, I think there will be a video coming up at some point regarding my cancelled flight, my experience with Expedia, my experience with Anna on the phone, my experience with Lufthansa, and how I managed to sort everything out, what you're entitled to as a European Union or a UK resident. Matsumoto Castle is breathtaking indeed. Japan. I think that deserves some confetti. Okayama. All right, interesting. That's an interesting castle to have as a favorite one. Okayama is pretty good. The train line. Petsa, you're gonna come back and tell us what you think of Kochi Castle. Kishiwada Castle? Ooh, interesting one also. I don't think I've ever been to that castle. I haven't been to Kishiwada, I don't think. Kumamoto and Shuri before their incidents. Well, Shuri is reopening now. If you haven't watched my latest video, it's reopening 2026. Kumamoto, I was there about 2 weeks after the earthquake, so I was unable to actually see it in all its glory, unfortunately. But I want to go back once everything is sorted. I don't think they finished. If I have 3 days to spend in Osaka and Kyoto, where should I spend more time at? Definitely Kyoto is what I would say. In my opinion, especially if you're coming from, I think the key here is depending where you're coming from. If you're coming from Tokyo, then Kyoto should be your priority. Tokyo is like a very big metropolis sort of city. Osaka is a very big metropolis sort of city. They are distinct, they are different, but they're also quite similar. And I find that Tokyo and Kyoto are very different, or Osaka and Kyoto are very different. So they just pair up better. I'm now the owner of a sweet... Hey, Jim Ross, have you been here the whole time? No. Jim Ross is in the house. I'm now an owner of a Suica card with my name on it, complete with a penguin mascot. I could only do this because my Sakura mobile plan comes with Japanese phone number. Couldn't locate my old Suica card. Well, you got one now. Fantastic. I'm glad that your Sakura mobile works. I ticked off another 7 castles on my trip. Prague. Himeji is nice. Matsue is nice also. Yeah, Matsue is actually quite nice. Castle Grayskull of Eternia. Wow. That's why direct reservations for flights now for me. No, actually, I would have had exactly the same. Pretty much would have had the same issue with Anna, because I'll explain it all in the video. They try not to. There's a clause, European Union UK sort of like regulation, which they try very hard to convince you that you're not entitled to. This was including Anna. Try to donate, but YouTube won't let me because I don't live in Japan, so I paid my tech support charge via. Oh, thank you so much. PayPal, let's check. Arigatou gozaimasu. I mean, that deserves a monkey and some confetti. Arigato, thank you. Let's see. I haven't got a notification or anything, but I will check. James, thank you so much. I'm just reading a little thing. YouTube won't let me donate because I don't live in Japan. Weird that. Awesome. Thank you so much. Arigato. Good on you for sticking up for your flights. Wish Australia had strong consumer protections for flights and aviation. Yeah, we are well protected as Japan says, as Europeans regarding flight issues, but it shouldn't be as hard as it is to sort them out. You know who helped me sort things out? I don't want to give too much away because I do want to make a video about it, but I'm not gonna lie, ChatGPT was a freaking lifesaver here, like total right lifesaver. Gave me a script, what to say on the phone, wrote half the emails for me, started from nice to eventually getting legal. It was like mind blowing. It was kind of crazy. So many castles were destroyed during the Meiji era, so Japan could be a modern country. Hey, I think I will defrost a Tokyo banana. They actually finish. They actually defrost quite quickly, in about 15 or 20 minutes. Rather defrosted. Oh, it's open. Nice. Time for me to get back to Kumamoto then, I guess. Hmm. To be honest, I think that I need to do Kumamoto again at some point, because when I went was 2000. I want to say 2016. Was that when the earthquake happened, or 2018? But anyway, I was there literally two weeks after the earthquake. I nearly cancelled that leg of the trip to Kumamoto because of the earthquake, but I decided that if they needed support from tourists, it would have been then, so yeah. But I feel I need to go back because obviously a lot of things were closed, and it wasn't quite the same. Hey, thank you so much for the super chat. Arigato, Stevie. Has anyone ever driven a long distance itineraries in Japan? Is it worth the cost, tolls, petrol, etc.? I haven't, and I appreciate that you've asked that question to everyone, not just me. However, I do have a friend that did it instead of Shinkansen and all that. And when I was speaking to him about it, he told me that it was only worth it because he had a full car. I think there were like 4 of them, or maybe even 5 of them in the car, which meant that they were able to split the cost of petrol, the tolls, and all that kind of thing between them. And also, I think there were 2 drivers and they would alternate driving. So I think that if you do have a good, full car of people, then it might be beneficial. However, I've always said it, time is money, and sometimes In Japan, you can reach many of these places by train very, very quickly, and maybe then, grab a car at the other end. Thank you so much for the super chat there. Arigato. Where are we? Thanks to all who advised me about Sugamo. I'm very satisfied staying here. You guys were right, it's lovely. I knew you were going to like it. I knew you were going to like it, especially now the market should be next week at some point. Yeah, Kyoto for the win. Kyoto, yeah. More Kanazawa, that's a whole other thing, and a whole other thing, but yeah. I'm sending my friends. My friends are coming to Japan with me for New Year's, and I'm very excited about it. So they'll be spending New Year's. We'll be spending New Year's together. They'll arrive on the 28th, 29th, 30, 31. So we'll be 4 days spending 4 days together. And then they wanted me to put a little itinerary for them that was a little bit rural, a little bit more rural, and a little bit more off the beaten path-ish. So I've sent them. They're gonna go to Kusatsu Onsen, and then they're gonna go to Kanazawa for a few days from Kusatsu Onsen, and then they're gonna go to Takayama before returning to Tokyo. So that's the itinerary that I've sent them on. I think there's a good balance of, they've already been to Japan, so they've done Osaka, Kyoto, etc. So I thought that this was gonna be a nice itinerary for them. They get the snowy onsen experience in Kusatsu. They'll probably get a little bit of potential snow and more of a traditional city vibe in Kanazawa. Kanazawa is a great city anyway. There's plenty to do and see there. And then they'll head down to Takayama, where they can do some day trips. Shirakawa-go, and Takayama is a beautiful, lovely town. Anyway, get the alpine sort of feel before heading back to Tokyo. Bojo will visit at least once this trip. You're not staying there? Bojo, you're not staying in Sugamo? Hey, yeah, please hit the like button to help the channel out. Only half watching so far have. And you know what? Ta-da! Hit the like button, guys. Can I even match? Let's see. Dying Goal, how you doing? How you doing, Douglas? Hope you. Where the heck are you right now? The tolls were as much as a rental. There you go. There you go. Drove from Odawara Station to Lake Yamanakako, then Lake Kawaguchiko around the area. Totally worth it. Yeah, I think for zones, for areas like that, specific areas where you're going to be relying on local transportation, and that local transportation is going to be far and few in between, like you're going to be waiting a lot of time between buses or whatever. Definitely is worth it. Drive in Hokkaido, Okinawa. I drove in Okinawa. It's pretty nice. I don't think I would ever drive in Tokyo. I don't know. There's a car rental hire thread on Discord with info. Check it out. Thank you, Kazumi. I forgot about that. Yeah, it's worth it. Like I agree. It is worth it depending on your itinerary. I mean, sometimes it's worth. I don't think it's worth it for like driving ridiculously long distances, but it might be worth it to get the train and then hire a car and travel around a certain area from there, Hey Ethan, how you doing? Hope you're doing well. Gazumi in Oz. New name. We found the wizard. The wonderful Wizard of Oz. Follow, 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 follow the yellow brick road. Kusatsu is very nice, but the forest there is a bit dangerous. Well, it's already got like a meter of snow, so I don't think there'll be too much problem. Too much problem. Multi-name tasking. From Osaka Bay to the Sea of Japan and back. One of the shortest widths of Japan. I guess so, yeah. That is a good trip though. Where's my... Staying near Akihabara. Okay. Alright. Car rental for remote, less public transport system areas, totally worth it, 100%. I agree. Yes. I did it in when I traveled through Okinawa in Ishigaki, and I have to admit that it was definitely a game changer. Just not having I looked at the bus system before, and then I just realized that I could do it by bus, but I would have to, I would only be able to see half the things that I wanted to see. So it was definitely worth it. Getting a car was definitely worth it. Kampai, everyone. Not Cape Sata to Cape Soyan. Oh my goodness, that would be, that would be quite epic. That would be a really epic thing. Chat's going quiet. Is it even working? Subscribe, everyone. Tests. Blue owl. Okay, people are just quiet. It's fine. It's all good. It's all good. So how many bananas to your next trip, guys? How many bananas to your next trip? I wonder. I have 3 bananas to my next trip. Ooh. It's been a bit of a quiet stream today. I thought it was gonna be a little bit more active at this time, which is why I sort of decided to stream a little bit later. But maybe I was wrong. Perhaps I was wrong. Interesting. Too many bananas. Well, hopefully not too many. Thank you so much, Konbini Coffee. Keep up the good work, Nathan. Arigatou gozaimasu. And let's do a little... I've been here a day and I'm already plotting how I can make a spring trip work. I hate Japan, it's so addicting. It is. What's your plan, Jim, for the next day or two in Japan? March 22nd to April the 4th, whatever that is. Okay, I don't know, but one banana is 1 week. So basically I have 3 weeks before my trip. Hello, banana. 11.5 bananas. Okay. End of year drinking parties can be fun, but I can also see how crazy they can be. 6 inches. How long is a banana? That's a good one. 101.4 bananas. I can't even do the maths right now. At least 52 bananas worth of time, unfortunately. Very sad. They have banana vending machines. Regarding flight prices from the US, sorry, check exactly 3 months before. Okay. Today's plan: hit some of the 88 temples of Shikoku, even though I'm not doing the pilgrimage. Some of those temples are pretty good. Before your trip date, the prices go down significantly. I think that that when it comes to flight prices, it's a good idea to track prices, you know. $16 bananas. I've been using Expedia for the last 18 months and this is consistent. Okay, good. Good to know. November 2027. Okay, there we go. That's quite far. Hopefully something can happen and you can get to Japan a little bit earlier. But in the meantime, we'll be here. We'll be here, and my live streams will be here. So I haven't done it. I want to do it. Don't want to do it alone. This is the thing. I don't want to do it alone. So who wants to do it with me? Time bananas. One less banana than last week. 40 to 42. Okay. 40 to 42 bananas. That's like a crate of bananas, right? A crate of bananas. It's raining here, actually. It's raining, and I don't like the rain. So yeah, by the way, if you've watched my last video, what was your favorite upcoming attraction coming to Japan in 2026? Just gonna give a little check on that video, see how it's doing. All right, it's doing pretty well right now. Not bad. Okay. Is your favorite experience of Japan so far? Too beautiful. I spent a few days cycling between the islands. Did you do it on your own or did you do it with other people? Should I start a new banana counter? Those Fin Air Nagoya prices tempt me. Oh, Fin Air Nagoya. Yes, you should. Why not? I mean, you know, you could even have multiple banana counters going on. I mean, in theory, I have one for now and one for April, so... Pokemon Park, but I looked at the tickets and the better tickets sold out so fast, I can imagine. You did it last month. Wow. Wow. I think it would be a really fun activity to do like with a few people, maybe 2 or 3 people. I mean, I don't think it would be fun to do it like 10 people, but yeah, I'm a little bit reluctant to do it on my own, and I'm the kind of person that will do everything by themselves, but on your own, okay. I'm a crap cyclist and would have driven co-cyclists to tears at my pace. Maybe we should go together then. How about that? Oh, you are worried about the whole Chinese flights not existing. I hadn't even thought about that, to be honest. Hopefully, I mean, I don't want to talk politics, but hopefully that won't be the case. I think I'll have to track down Toki Banana to finally try them. Yes, Ali, my favorite yakiniku restaurant, and get lost in translation all over again. Yay! Definitely. Well, guys, I'm just going to start finishing the stream. If anyone has anything to add, let me know. Anything that you want to ask. Probably next week we'll be back to the normal time. Maybe this was just a little bit too late. But yeah. What food does everyone eat daily when traveling in Japan? Onigiri every day is too much. What do I eat? I think I don't eat the same thing every day. I eat something different pretty much every day, to be honest. Wow. Right, let's see. Where were we? Right, just wanted to say a big thank you to Lord McGray for the 5 Ninja Monkey gift memberships earlier on. To Frog Lady for wait, come on, do it for the Banana Yuzu fans. Arigatou gozaimasu. Coexist also, thank you so much. Stevie, thank you so much. Gazumi, thank you so much. I really appreciate all the donations, and those will go straight into live streaming Kitty for the data. And on that note, I'm actually feeling quite tired. Time for me to get myself sorted and head to bed soon. Thanks everyone. Thank you everyone for your support, and check out my latest video. It's there waiting for you. On that note, stay positive, be happy, guys.